Items and voice acting are finally in the game. This is super neat, and the first thing I had to check out is what each item does and how many different items will be implemented. First up is the anchor, which has a powerful knockback to it. I kept trying to Z-drop the items, but Z-dropping just sends them forward, but not as far as a regular forward thrown item. It can kill at quite some early percent and is not too bad. You can't hit the item forward, and the only way to interact with it is to pick it up. I wish you were allowed to pick up items by pressing the attack button, but the only way to pick them up is to press grab. Next, we have Arnold's Boombox, which starts jamming the second you pick it up, and after a short period of time, it blows up. The Boombox also has no boundaries, as it'll blow up anyone in the vicinity, even if you are the one who threw it in the first place. Up next, we have Tommy's Ball, which when picked up and thrown, will stay in place and hurt anyone who dares to touch the ball. It also hurts the person who threw the ball, so be careful. It looks like you can reflect the ball as it makes the reflect sound, but it actually doesn't do anything and it will hurt anyone regardless. Next, we have a log from Blammo that acts very similar to Ren and Stimpy's log, except it also indeed has the ability to stomp all over you as well. Even after hitting the log back, it can still hurt you, so be careful, as it seems that most of these abilities are made to be chaotic to where no one is safe around the items. Now, we have the guidance chip, which summons an alien to attack the foes below, but in this situation, they do discriminate and will only attack your foe, and the lasers will not hurt the person who summoned the overlords. What better way to restore your health back to normal than with a Krabby Patty, which heals a whole 50% of your health back if you're able to eat it. Looks like that secret formula wasn't just for show. Next, we have the trash can. No, I'm not talking about your opponent, I'm talking about the literal trash can item that has 1 in 10 stench to it. It has the same properties as the Blammo log, except that it explodes on impact and leaves some toxic garbage behind for anyone who dares get near such a horrid smell. Next up is Squidward's Clarinet, and luckily the music is much better for the ears than Squidward playing the instrument. Looks like it wasn't the Clarinet's fault, and Squidward just needs to step up his game. The item plays music as you're holding it, but stops once you throw it. It'll sometimes miss the ears of smaller characters, and you can't interact or reflect the projectile by any means and are forced to be serenaded. Sokka's Boomerang does exactly as you would expect one to do. When thrown, it comes back to the caster, which can then be thrown again. Though be careful, as this boomerang can be sent back towards you even quicker if you are not careful. Riptar's toy car is a neat little thing that loves to roam around the stage just like a cute little Koopaling. It'll roam the stage until it turns around 4 times, but it is also not very durable and can be moved around by the weakest of attacks. Now onto the Suck-O-Matic, which does exactly as it states and sucks your opponent into the center. Though the machine will get destroyed if you hit it 4 times, so use your 4 hits wisely. Sandy's rocket is quite explosive and quick. It'll move in the direction that it is thrown and explode on impact, unless you are quick enough to reflect it back to the caster, which is easier said than done. The Fenton Thermos has many trapped ghosts inside of it, and they will all escape if you throw the device until they have all but run away. Any enemy hit by the ghost will send them flying away, and you can't destroy the device once it has been activated. Next up is the Lawn Gnome, which looks very similar to Zim's special ability, but this one is way more electrifying and will continuously hurt anyone who is in between the caster and the gnome. You become bound with the gnome and will destroy anyone who gets in either of your ways. The explosive pie acts as a landmine that doesn't discriminate and will have a happy surprise for anyone looking to get a taste. Last but certainly not least is the jellyfish, which will go around dancing and strutting their stuff as they electrify anyone who looks to ruin the fun.